Hello students, today we will be discussing some important questions which regularly come in your exams related to solids elasticity for your school exams specifically. Now this is a very important question, which is more elastic, rubber or steel wire. So elasticity is something which regains, a body is said to be more elastic when it regains its original shape more efficiently, more rapidly, more faster. In case of rubber or steel wire regains its original shape more faster in comparison to that of rubber. In case of bow and arrow example, the string used is made up of steel, which normally see, and we see when you throw an arrow, the distance covered by arrow is much greater when the string is made up of steel. Moreover, elasticity is a measure of Young's modulus, which is equal to FL upon A delta L. And here we can see Young's modulus is inversely proportional to delta L, and for a given force, delta L, change in length for steel, is less than change in length for rubber. So Young's modulus of steel is greater because its extension, its elongation is less. In case of air or water, the expansion is volumetric. So we have to consider bulk modulus, not Young's modulus. In second case, bulk modulus is delta P delta V upon V minus. Negative sign is for Boyle's law. If we increase the pressure, volume is going to decrease. So again, bulk modulus is inversely proportional to delta V. For a given amount of pressure, we see change in volume of air is much greater than change in volume of water. Since change in volume is inversely proportional to bulk modulus, so bulk modulus of water is greater. This is a single line or a small explanation that you have to write in your exams rather than writing the answers directly. Now let's come over to second question. The breaking stress of aluminium, this is aluminium wire, this is your breaking stress. Now let's understand that breaking stress is force upon area. So breaking stress is maximum load per unit area. Maximum load which it can tolerate before its breakdown, that is F max. So यहाँ पर here breaking stress is given to us and density is given to us, and we have to tell the greatest length. So maximum load is mg, where mass can be written as volume into density into gravity. Look, since it is a force, it is weight upon area. So breaking stress is equal to volume of wire is length of wire multiplied by area of cross section. So AL, this is volume, dg upon A. So breaking stress is equal to L dg. So the length of wire related to corresponding to breaking stress will be maximum length. So since this length is maximum, so maximum length is breaking stress upon density into gravity. Now before substituting, we have to see that all the data that is given should be in same system of units, either SI or CGS. Now breaking stress is 7.5 into 10 K power 7 divided by density, which is 2.7 into 10 K power 3. Gravity is 9.8. So you can solve it to get the maximum value of length. The maximum value of length that a wire can hang without its breakdown. One thing again, let us understand, the point from which the wire will break, is the topmost point, because at the topmost point the load is maximum, at the bottommost point the load is 0. So as we are moving from bottom to top, the load is gradually increasing and the load is maximum at the top, so it will break from. Now let's see question number 3. The length of metal wire is L1 when tension is T1, and when it is L2 when tension is T2. If without any tension the length is L, then it is obvious that L1 and L2 both are greater than L. Original length of wire. Young's modulus is FL upon A delta L. Force is nothing but tension in a wire. So tension in first case is T1, length is L, original length is L. Area is A, and the change in length is L1 minus L. It is obvious because L1 is greater than L. In second case, Y, T2 into L, A into L2 minus L. So here the change in length is L2 minus L. Young's modulus here and Young's modulus here. Young's modulus is a property of material of wire. So it is same in both the cases. So let's compare the two cases. T1L, A L1 minus L, T2L, A L2 minus L. Comparing we get let's cancel out the common figures and cross multiply them. T1 L2 minus L, T2 L1 minus L, T1 L2, T1 L, T2 L1, T2 L. T2 minus T1 into L, T2 L1, T1 L2. So L is equal to T2 L1, T1 L2, T2 minus T1. This is our final length. We have used the property that the Young's modulus is a property of material of wire. So it is same in both the cases. Since the wires are similar, since it's same wire, so area is also same. We'll cancel them out. Original length is also same, that will be cancelled out. So the difference lies in tension and the final length. We are increasing the tension, the final length is increasing proportionally. Here we have assumed that. Now let's move on to question number 4. Two exactly similar wires of steel and copper. What do you mean by similar? Similar means the length and the area is same. Length and area is same. Steel and copper are stretched by equal forces if the total elongation is forces is also equal. Total elongation means elongation of steel plus elongation in copper. This is 1 centimeter. Let's note that the elongation, Young's modulus, steel, copper, all the data is given in CGS unit. So we will be using each and every data throughout the question in CGS unit. Now Young's modulus is given to us for steel is at this, and delta LC is 1 minus delta LS. Now what is the common factor? The wires are similar. So Young's modulus is equal to FL upon A delta L. Forces are equal, wires are similar, length is and area is equal. Young's modulus is different, and delta L is different. So we can see, since all the three criteria, these factors are equal, force, length and area, so there is a direct proportionality. F is inversely proportional to delta L. Sorry, Young's modulus Y is inversely proportional to delta L. So we can make an equation, Young's modulus for steel divided by Young's modulus for copper is delta L for copper divided by delta L for steel. Now Young's modulus for steel is given to us, it is 20 upon 12, 10 की power 11 is common in both the cases, so that will be cancelled out, into 10 की power 11 into 10 की power 11, this will be cancelled out. Delta L for copper is 1 minus delta Ls divided by delta L for steel. This is Young's modulus for steel, this is elongation in steel. So it is 4 3s are 4 5s are 5 into delta Ls, 3 minus 3 delta Ls. So 8 times delta Ls is equal to 3. So delta Ls equal to 3 upon 8 centimeter, and hence delta L for copper is 1 minus delta Ls, 1 minus 3 upon 8, so it comes out to be 5 upon 8 centimeter, right? So these are some very important questions that do often come in your school exams, so prepare well. Moreover, if you have some doubts, you can feel free to ask them in the comment section, and do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you, students.